thank you today for joining me. We've got an important topic to talk about, and I'd like to welcome Randy Woodcock from the United Way of Central New Mexico, who is here to work with the city and the citizens on a really important partnership. One of the things I hear most as mayor is concerns about panhandling in our community. And the reason I hear these concerns, I believe, is because we have a caring and we have a compassionate community. But we also have a community that cares about safety, and the safety of themselves and their family, but the safety of others. And there's no question that we have more panhandling activity in the city of Albuquerque than I've seen for a period of time. One of the things that I did to begin this process was I checked our panhandling ordinances in the city of Albuquerque. And as it turns out, the panhandlers that we see on the street corners today are actually not prohibited by the city ordinance. At one point in time, the city did have an ordinance that prohibited panhandling, but that was negotiated away during a previous administration. So today, I'm here to offer a better way. In fact, that's what today's topic is about. There is a better way. There's a better way to keep people safe. There's a better way to help your friends and your neighbors who need a helping hand in the city of Albuquerque. Last year, 27 pedestrian deaths were recorded in the city of Albuquerque. And while not all of those were involving panhandling, common sense just tells us that we don't want people stepping into traffic to get a dollar bill. We also know that we have people in our community that are in need. And our city charter from previous to my administration actually identifies that there are folks in our community that may be taking advantage of the good intentions of individuals in our community by panhandling when they actually have other resources. But today's topic about defining a better way to help is really about the compassionate side of this. We want people in our community to have the ability to help their friends and neighbors, and we think we have a better way. This better way is being worked through the United Way of Central New Mexico. And they have set a website up that you can see here. And this website has a sign similar to what you see to my right. And you will see 33 of these signs, or similar signs to this, going up around the city of Albuquerque. In fact, they started going up today. They're going up at these particular intersections here. And these signs do one of two things. They tell those in our community that are panhandling who might need help that they can call 311, and almost everybody has a phone these days, and they can get the help that they need. They can get connected to one of the 80+ services that we have available in Albuquerque, one of the 12 overnight day, teen, and emergency shelters that we already have, one of the 8 meal sites that we have in Albuquerque that serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner almost 7 days a week around the year in the city of Albuquerque. They can also get connected to the 20+ services we have for substance abuse recovery and mental health programs. The long and the short of it is we spend almost $18 million in the budget that I just sent to the City Council to provide these great services. But people in our community want to give, and they want to give more. And we want them to have an opportunity to do that. We've got a great partner in the United Way of Central New Mexico to be able to do this. So you will see on this sign that there's a website called donateabq.org. So if someone's panhandling on a corner, they'll be able to see the sign, and if they're maybe traveling through town, they'll know they can call 311, get connected to those services. If you feel compelled and you have a heart to give somebody some dollars, we have a better option for you, a better way for you. And you can go to donateabq.org when you get back home or get to your office. You can get on the website and you can donate. And when you do that, you can go to it'll take you right to this website that is being administered by the United Way of Central New Mexico. This is not a government website. This is a philanthropic website. And on there you can see you can donate to the community fund, which helps, I think, last count 120 different funds in our community. You can donate directly to Feed the Hungry. You can donate directly to Shelter the Homeless, or you can donate directly to assist with mental health and substance abuse issues. If you hand $5 out your window today to a panhandler, that panhandler can go down to a fast food restaurant and buy a hamburger and fries. If you hand that same $5 to the United Way of Central New Mexico and they give it to the Roadrunner Food Bank, you can feed 20 people in our community. We call this collective impact, and I need your help as a community, as a mayor. As I said earlier, I get a lot of calls about panhandling. We're concerned about the panhandlers' safety. We're concerned about doing the right things in our community, and we want to give folks in our community a way to contribute because we know each and every time they're asked, they will do that. So with that, I'm going to turn it over a little bit to Randy Woodcock from the United Way of Central New Mexico to speak. But before I do that, I want to thank Mike Reardon, and I want to thank Esther Tenenbaum. Esther runs our 311 Center, one of the great services in the community of Albuquerque. We love it, and this is another great use for that. Esther, thank you. And Mike, thanks. Mike took care, he's my COO, took care of getting the signs done. He worked with the State Highway Department and others to make sure that we can put the signs in appropriate places. And there's two versions of the sign. One has the website, one doesn't. We'll put the signs up at different locations. But either way, folks can call 311 and either get the help that they need or make the donations that they'd like to make. With that, Randy Woodcock from the United Way of Central New Mexico has a few comments.
Well, thank you. And we've enjoyed a partnership with the city of Albuquerque for many, many years. I mean, and it's amazing how quickly programs come together when we're able to combine resources. We did it with the Albuquerque Family Advocacy Center, and just late March, Mike Reardon approached us about this initiative, and it's great to see it launching so quickly. We assure you that we will send 100% of what we receive will go out on a monthly basis to local organizations. As the mayor said, we work with some tremendous organizations that provide services to the most vulnerable in the areas of health and education and self-sufficiency. So we are a very transparent organization. We will be giving reports to the city about how many people were served through these dollars. And we just appreciate the city of Albuquerque partnering with the United Way on this very important initiative. So thank you.
With that, why don't we, if anybody has any specific questions, I've got folks here that can do this.
Over the years, panhandlers that I've gone to and approached, observed, and talked to, a lot of them aren't interested in food or shelter. They're panhandling for booze or drugs. Okay. Is this really going to address those people?
Well, I'll tell you what, the way we stop that is to stop giving money to those folks to go out and buy alcohol and drugs. If you give those dollars to the United Way of Central New Mexico, they're going to go right to the people and right to the agencies that need the help. Not only are they going to go to the right place, but they're going to leverage your dollars with other members of your community to have a collective impact that is much, much greater than just handing $1 or $5 out your window.
Can you address the aggressive panhandlers specifically? Because you can stand on a street corner and that's legal, but some people get quite handsy and quite aggressive. Right,
and we've had some complaints of that. We know that our police department, we've had calls. I don't have a list of the calls, but I know that people have the ability. If somebody is bothering you, if somebody's aggressively panhandling, you can certainly call 242 cops. You can call 911 if it's severe enough. But the fact of the matter is, we think by doing a program like this, like donateabq.org, this There's a Better Way program, that you can actually stop that type of behavior. Because the reason that person is on the corner and has the ability to aggressively panhandle is because someone's facilitating that and enabling them to do that. And we're just telling folks, we love your compassion, we love your heart, we love your sincerity. Use this website. Let's do this in a better way.
Can you address the aggressive panhandling? Do you think it's an issue here in our city?
Well, any city, any city in America, and I talk to mayors on a consistent basis, panhandling happens in every city, happens in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Aggressive panhandling happens here, it happens around the country. We just need to take individual cases and handle those. So if there's aggressive panhandling, give us a call. We'll send the police out. But I don't think as a community we want to have our police officers sitting across from a street corner on 300 intersections in Albuquerque instead of taking calls for service or going down proactively fighting crime. So we can tackle this as a community. This is where I need the community's help as a mayor. We can do this together. We can help public safety, we can help the panhandlers, we can keep them safer, we can help them on a better path, and we can stop the abuse of aggressive panhandling, all by simply going to a website and donating there.
Do you have any numbers on how many panhandlers there may be in the city, and why do you suppose there's more of them now than the past?
I don't have any definitive numbers because we don't have a mechanism to count. But by when I'm at the grocery store and I'm at the hardware store, people come up to me fairly consistently from all walks of life and say, "Gosh, is there a better way?" That's why I call this the Better Way campaign, because there is a better way. And so it just appears that it's gotten worse over time, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that Albuquerque's ordinances used to be stricter. And once again, those were negotiated away a number of years ago, I think through some lawsuits. And I think the last administration in the ACLU, I think, negotiated some of the ability of the officers to handle that away. But once again, that's not really the point. The point is we have a situation in our community. Through Heading Home, we've housed over 440 of the most chronically homeless in our city. We did that through a collective impact model. We did that because we got people together to do the right things. We call it the smart way to do the right things. This is just another example of that. whether it's mental health issues, whether it's hunger, whether it's shelter. There's lots and lots of opportunity to help people, and this, we think, is a much, much better way.